Good morning. The damnedest thing just happened to me. Let me preface by saying I am really tired. I was walking slow, and this woman is coming towards my direction with her dog. And I know her. She's a very odd cookie. And I say that because she doesn't know her personal space. I could give examples, but that's not what this is about. Anyway, our dogs have not really met. I mean, I've talked to her with her dog from a distance. She's a small dog. And her dog got attacked by a dog within the last year. And she actually went to court about it. Anyway, so I'm walking half asleep. I'm in my pajamas, people. Okay. And she sees me from a distance. And I say, good morning. And she goes down and takes the leash off of her dog. And he comes over. Because she did it because Misha was in the position, he was laying in the middle of the road, you know, the position that dogs do when it's like, come on, let's play. Because he loves dogs. And I said, oh, he wants to play. And she says, oh, great. And she leans over and takes the leash off of her dog. He comes running towards Misha, growling like crazy. And he was going to bite Misha. What is that? It's a bug. And I was just like shocked. And she came over and quickly picked him up and said, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with him. He's just so bad. And I thought to myself, well, why the heck did you let him off the leash? You know, and we talked. I was nice. Oh God, there's a car behind me saying, why is this lady talking on her phone? And I was very nice to her. But I said, has this behavior happened since he got attacked? And she says, he was fine when he was a puppy, but then he's gotten really weird. And then after the attack, it's gotten really worse. So I advised her to go to dog training. But, you know, this woman, she does dog boarding in her house. And I had considered ever so slightly to ask her, because I have a wonderful dog sitter, wonderful. I consider her like my sister, and I trust her like I would trust, not even to say my husband, I would like myself. But no, Misha won't go there. Can you imagine that you just let your dog off the leash to come after? You think, especially when you know your dog has issues? I mean, the woman has issues. All right, I have more to say about this story. I'm showered and all cleaned up. I don't know where to begin, but again, this dog was attacked by a big loose dog in our neighborhood, and it was so bad that she went to court. And that's why I started talking to her, because she stopped me on the road like a little less than a year ago and told me about it. And, you know, we stood there for a good 20 minutes, and our dogs were, you know, not that close, but, you know, close, whatever, and the dog was fine. But there's a systemic issue here that I feel probably is not talked a lot about dog behavior. Maybe it is, and maybe I'm just not in that algorithm. But when a dog gets attacked, that's traumatic. It's like if a person gets attacked, you know? You don't easily forget about that. You may never forget about that. And the same with the dog. It's like the dog gets PTSD. And the dog and the human needs help to work through that traumatic experience. And this is all about training the dog owner to understand all this stuff. I'm just really shocked that she would. First of all, you're not supposed to have your dog off leash. She did it in an intersection in our neighborhood, and she would allow her dog to get off leash. Yeah, I have a cute white friendly dog that was in a position to play, but he was on a 4-foot leash. I would never, ever, ever let my dog off leash. I mean, if he was in an enclosed area, yeah, and I would need to know the dogs. So this is about training the dog owner to understand behaviors. I'm going to say of human nature, of dog nature. It's the same thing. This dog is traumatized. I saw it in the dog's face. The dog is Gino. What a cute name for a little scruffy dog. But I saw it. He was like, he had a stare on him, on his eyes. I felt bad for him. He needs help. And this woman needs guidance. So I told her what dog training to go to. And I hope she does it. All right, coffee.